Kane Vision welcomes Kevin Harris, the women's rowing coach at the University of Tulsa. And Coach, your most recent event was the head of the Oklahoma. It's something you look forward to.
Yeah.
And the eights did absolutely terrific, didn't they?
We're very happy with that. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we thought that they were moving pretty well in practice, and the good news is we actually hadn't been in them that much. So for them to go out and row as well as they did, they're rowing technically better. I think some of the things that we've changed in the program are definitely helping our technical piece. They were. Oregon State started right behind us, and Oklahoma started right in front of us. So, in the head racing thing, we start one at a time.
Right.
And the goal is to catch the people in front of you and get away from the people behind you. We held off Oregon State, I think, and actually we're ahead of them maybe at the bridge. It's hard to tell because you don't know.
Sure, yeah.
But I thought we had pushed away from them at the bridge and maybe even had a shot at winning it. But then Oregon State was able to come back into us at the back end of the race. So, that was a good finish for our program.
Yeah, Oregon State winning it, but I think it's more important is the ones that you beat, right?
Yeah,
the programs that you defeated.
Yeah, well, we're developing a very good rivalry with Kansas State and Oklahoma, and our Big 12 friends there, and I think we're just making each other faster. To be honest with you, Bruce, I mean it's a lot of fun to see all the programs in this region really rising.
And certainly, historically, you've done awfully well in the fours, but not as pleased with the fours, maybe, huh?
No, I won't say that I'm not pleased. I mean, first of all, they rode a lot that week, last weekend. The most of the women on the program actually rode 3 races, and that was their 3rd race. So, there's a little bit of that in there. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen our first 4 finish a little higher than they did. But that doesn't mean that they rode poorly. I mean, I feel like Oklahoma's a good team. For them to come in first and second, that's not necessarily a surprise to anyone. But of course, I want to beat them. I'm sure Coach Crane, if she were sitting here, would say the exact same thing. So I think it's a first outing. It's very early in the season. We learned a lot from that finish. So I'm actually pretty pleased with it.
I was going to say, you've only been on the water, 3 weeks or so, coming into that. So, yeah. I mean, you have to feel good about the way the summer went then? I mean, does that give you an indication of how hard the ladies worked in the summer?
Absolutely. I think that if this race gives us an indication of anything, it's the potential that we have. And the fact that the women have given their team this potential is important. And that's about all. It's really kind of an exhibition for us when we do the head racing. So, we have a lot of racing to do. We have a lot of training to do. In 2 weeks, we're going to head up to Lawrence and see it again. But I'm really proud of these guys. I mean, we also had our doubles that did really well. Our lightweight double finished 2nd and 3rd, and we were also 2nd and 3rd in the open double. There was actually a double in there that was an exhibition double, so it's actually listed as 3rd and 4th. But we finished 2nd and 3rd. So, I felt really good about that. I mean, that was a lot of fun because in our open doubles, we actually had 4 Canadians racing against each other, and they raced against each other in high school as well, 2 for E.L. Crosley and 2 for St. Catherine's Rowing Club. So that was a lot of fun.
Well, and now you go to Kansas, again, some regional opponents and maybe some others, or?
It'll be Kansas, and we'll see Kansas State again, so that's important.
Sure.
We can't sleep on Kansas State because they're good. They're very good. Kansas is good as well. I believe we'll see Drake, and I'm not sure if there are any other teams coming, but that's what we're looking at right now.
All right, progress certainly, huh?
Yeah, it's a good team.
All right, well, good luck up in Kansas, and we'll talk to you after.
Thank you, Bruce.
Head coach Kevin Harris, University of Tulsa Rowing.